there. There's no doubt about it. In fact, if you have a sea captain, I mean, recently we had St. Peter's boat on the Sea of Galilee, tossed by the waves and contrary winds and all the rest, and our Lord walking by in the darkness of the night on the water, right? And we talk about the Barque of Peter, Barque, the Barque of Peter, and if you had like the actual ship of the church, represented by that Barque of Peter, established by our Lord Jesus Christ, which we do. It's exactly who established the church, and he gave the church its destination, and he assigned to the church the course it must follow. But if you find that someone has now taken over the ship and has declared a different destination and changed the course, you would think that the ship had been pirated. You'd think that the ship had been hijacked, and it has been. In fact, if Francis can be considered like the pirate pope, of the Novus Ordo, wants to change the destination of the church, the purpose of its foundation and launching by our Lord, and change the course of the ship, change its itinerary, as it were, to his own liking, in a very worldly sense. In fact, one might even regard him and the modern hierarchy as shills of the New World Order, because they're pushing all of the New World Order agenda. So anyway, that takes us a little bit far afield here, but I thought that one comment that I got back was of interest, because it seems that there's a certain amount of confusion in people who say, well, the traditionalists have good points, but they still don't have a living voice to guide them in the understanding of the Catholic faith. And then when you ask them, well, do you consider Francis to be an authentic guide and teacher of the Catholic faith? They would say, well, no. And so you would ask them, well, who is your living voice that you look to? Well, the Pope. And, well, do you consider Francis the Pope? Well, yes, we do. Well, okay, but is he truly a reliable, living voice of the Catholic faith, the teachings of the Catholic Church? Well, no. And you go around and around and around like that in kind of a maelstrom, and their thinking is, they have to somehow step outside the dust devil, in order to get oriented. But they're very disoriented by this. And of course, Our Lady said that there would be a diabolical disorientation, and we see that happening in the minds of people.
Yeah. Well, Father, speaking